Good morning students, I welcome you all for the class. Today we are going to discuss regarding page replacement algorithms. So in the last class we have seen regarding a structure of a page table, right? Structure of a page table in the sense like we have seen hierarchical paging, hashed page table and the inverted page table. Later on we have seen what is a demand paging, what is a page fault, what is a thrashing, like all the things we have seen. So let me tell you in brief that like what is a demand paging in the sense like if CPU generated any sort of logical address, like we'll be going to fetch that address in the main memory, fine, by making use of the page table. So if we find that page in the main memory, we say that it is a page hit. If that page is not there in the main memory, we say it is a page fault. So when we are coming across this page fault, what we have to do is like we have to get the page from secondary memory to the main memory, so that the CPU will execute the page which is there in the main memory. So like we have seen how the page fault is going to be handled in the last class, so I'll not going to discuss all the things again, like you just watch the video once in order to have a clear idea regarding what is a page fault. So let me tell you why I'm brushing all the things in the sense like whenever a page fault occurs, then what we have to do is like we have to get that page from secondary memory to the main memory. So suppose the main memory is full, but there is no space to accommodate the requested page by the CPU. What we have to do? So at this situation, we'll be going to coming across this page replacement algorithms. So what are the page replacement algorithms in the sense? Suppose if main memory is full and if we want to load any particular page from the secondary memory to the main memory, like we need to vacate one place for the new page. So which page we have to replace or which page we have to swap out from the main memory, that is going to be depending on the page replacement algorithms. So we are having basically three major page replacement algorithms. The first one is the first in first out, second one is optimal page replacement algorithm, and finally the last one is LRU, which means that least recently used page replacement algorithm. Today we'll be going to discuss all the three with an suitable example, fine. So let me go into the theory part. Like suppose when we are going for a page replacement algorithms, so page replacement algorithms, what this page replacement algorithm will say is which page we have to replace from the main memory and which page we have to insert that page from another page from the secondary memory, fine. That we'll be going to see by this page replacement algorithms. So what is the policy of this page replacement algorithm is whenever a page is searched in the main memory, here I'll be telling you with a small example over here. So here we'll be going to have the CPU, fine. CPU is there. Here we are going to have this main memory. So this is the main memory, and next this is the secondary memory, fine. This is the secondary memory. So whenever a CPU is asking for a particular logic, suppose CPU generates some logical address X. So what we have to do is we'll be going to search this X in the main memory. So CPU will be searching this X is there in the main memory or not. Suppose if X was not there in the main memory, then we say it is a page fault, fine, as we have seen it already. So whenever a page fault occurs, what we have to do is, so if the page was not there in the main memory, or obviously the page will be there in the secondary memory. So whenever a page fault occurs, what we have to do is we have to load the page. Suppose the X page is over here, so we have to take this X page from the secondary memory and we have to load onto the main memory. So that is the procedure we will be going to follow. For suppose this main memory is full, there is here some Z, Y, B, C, D. These are the pages that are loaded onto the main memory, but we don't have any space to load the X page over here. Now what we have to do is we have to take any of the page, either it may be a Z, it may be a Y, B, C or D, whatever the page may be. We have to take any one of the page, we have to swap out any one of the page from the main memory, and we have to get the swap in the page of X into the main memory. So here comes the situation, which page we have to swap out, either Z we have to swap out or Y, B, C, D, which page we have to swap out, we don't know. There comes the necessity of page replacement algorithms. So by making use of this page replacement algorithms, we'll be letting you know which page we have to swap out. So by making the FIFO, LRU and optimal. So by making any one of the three page replacement algorithms, we'll be going to replace one of the page with the newly allocated page, so that we will be going in the page replacement algorithm. Here a page is searched in the main memory. So here this X page is searched in the main memory and it is not found. So here X page was not there, so that we are saying it as a, what we are saying, we are saying that it is a page fault. So to bring back that page in main memory, we have to remove some of the other page. So here that page is in the secondary memory. So to bring back this X page onto the main memory, we have to remove any one of the page from the main memory. So page replacement algorithm selects which page to remove from the existing pages. So out of Z, Y, B, C and D, which page we have to remove, that process is going to be done by the page replacement algorithm. So this is the main motto why we are going to make use of this page replacement algorithms. Fine. So here the basic page replacement, why we are going for the basic page replacement, in the sense, find the location of the desired page, find a free frame. So if the free frame is there, you can fit it. If no free frame, then we'll be going to make use of this page replacement algorithms. So this is the concept. So already we have seen this diagram. If any page we are searching for, if it is not there, then we'll be going for the we'll be going to check in the secondary memory and bringing that page back to the main memory. So this is the thing already we have seen. So let me concentrate on types of page replacement algorithm. The first and the foremost one is a first in first out page FIFO, in the sense, first in first out, first in first out. So it is a first in first out page replacement algorithm. Next one is the optimal page replacement algorithm, and finally we'll be going to have the LRU, which is nothing but least recently used page replacement algorithm. So these are the three page replacement algorithms we'll be going to use in order to do which page we have to remove from the main memory, and which so that we'll be going to give space for the new page onto the main memory. So based on the things we'll be going to see, first of all we'll be going to see regarding this first in first out page replacement algorithm. The name itself indicates first in first out, in the sense, so which page we have, suppose this is the this is the main memory, right? So this is the main memory. So we are going to load pages over here. So we are going to load pages over here. Suppose if we have loaded a 7th page first and 0 to 4, fine. These, now the main memory is full. Now I have to insert 5th page onto the main memory. Which page we have to replace, in the sense, as the name itself indicates, first in first out. First, which page we have into the main memory? We have in 7th page onto the main memory. So first in first out. So we have to remove this 7th page first. So we'll be going to remove the 7th page, and in the place of 7 we'll be going to allocate 5. Next in the queue there is a 4. So here 4, in the sense, which page we have second, which we have inserted, 0 we have inserted, and we have to replace it with 4. It is the simplest page replacement algorithm. No need of any maintenance is required for this page replacement algorithm. So the page which comes first is replaced first. So that is the major concern we'll be going to use over here. In this, if we have some frames, if all the frames are occupied and a request to access a new page comes, then the old page is chosen. So that is how we'll be going to make use of this page replacement algorithm. Here we are taking three frames in the sense the main memory is going to have 3 frames only. So 0th frame, first frame and second frame, only 3 frames are there. If we have created a FIFO queue, so this is the reference string, these are the pages we need to insert. But how many frames we are having? We are having only 3 frames. These are the reference strings we are having. So how we are going to insert all the pages, we'll be going to see in this below example. So this is the reference string. So these are the pages I have to insert over here. Fine. So 7012, all these are pages, and here we are having 3 frames, 0 1 2. These we are saying it as a frames. We have said we are having 3 frames only, that are those frames are 0 frame, first frame and second frame. On the frames we have to load the pages. These are the pages. This entire string is called the pages, and these are the frames. Frame pages are going to be loaded onto the pages. Fine. So here we are making use of first in first out replacement algorithm. So this string we have to insert onto the frames. So initially all the frames are empty. Let us think all the frames are empty, all the 3 frames are empty. As there are all the 3 frames are empty, the first one is 7. So here as we find a free space, we are inserting 7 over here. Fine. This is a page fault. So as the 7th page is not there, initially we are having all the empty frames. We are having all empty frames. So empty frames in the sense no data, no page was there inserted before. Now if we want to insert the string, so we'll be going to enter into the first string, first frame. So 7. So it is a page fault. So here I'm telling you that this star indicates page fault, and if the page is there, I'll write it as a hit. Hit if page is there, page is present. Fine. Here as there is no page over here, here as there is no page, initially it was empty, as there are no pages loaded, this is the first page we are loading, so it is a page fault over here. Next, 0th string, 0th page we have to, so we are having a free frame, so it is also a page fault as there is no page. And next, so this is for this, and here this is for this, and this one here 1701. So first page is also not there, so it is a page fault. Next I have to insert 2. I have to insert 2. So but here already the frame is full, 701, the frame is full, but I have to insert 2 now. Which frame I have to, I mean which page I have to delete? Delete in the sense which page I have to move from main memory to the secondary memory. So here as we are going to make use of first in first out page replacement algorithm, we will be going to remove the page which came first. So here the 7th page is the one which we have inserted first. So that's the reason in place of 7 we are making it as 2. Fine. Here the green one indicates that replaced page. Fine. Replaced page. So here this 201, now 201 is the, so as we are inserting, this is also a page fault, no page we have found, so it is a page fault. Next we will be going with 0. 0 in the sense like here already the 0 is already present over here, so here no changes will be done. 0 2 0 1, here the page hit, as the 0 page is there, we say it as a page hit. Fine. Next we have to insert 3 over here, so 3 in, we have to insert 3. So which page we have to replace? So here we'll be going for this 3 in the sense which come first, 0 at the page came first. So we have to replace this 3, 0 is replaced with 3. So 2, 3, 1. Next we'll be going to have 0 to be placed. So after 2, 3, 1, 7, 0, which page came first? First page came. So we are replacing this first page with the 0. Fine. Are you getting what I'm saying? Next, fourth I have to insert. Fourth in the sense, here which page came? Second page. Here second page, I'll be going to replace this second page with the fourth page. 4, 3, 2. Next, I have to insert 2. So after 2, which is the one? Like we'll be going to have 0. So 0 is already replaced. So we'll be coming with the 3. So here we'll be going to do like this. We'll be going to insert the page which came first. So this is how we'll be going to have the small description of first in first out page replacement algorithm. So what you have to see is which page came first, that page you have to replace. That is the main motto or main concept of first in first out page replacement algorithms. By making use of that, you will be going to allocate a frame to the new page. If already the page was there, you say it as a page hit. If the frame was not there, we say it as a page fault. But when it comes to the first in first out, we are having total number of page faults are 15 page faults are there. So in FIFO we have Belladis anomaly. If we increase the number of frames, page fault also increases. So here the frame size is 3. If we make the frame size as 5, the page fault size will also be increasing. This concept we call it as an Belladis anomaly. So just you try with the string 1 2 3 4 1 2 5 1 2 3 4 and 5. This is an homework for you, or this is an example for you, in order to have a clear idea of first in first out page replacement algorithm. So you got the concept, right? So which page entered first, that page we have to replace. So that is the main motto over here. Here what are the advantages is, it is very simple. No need of that much complexity is not there when we are going for this page replacement, a first in first out page replacement algorithm. But what is the drawback is the process effectiveness is low. Why? Because page faults are more. So if we are increasing the frame size, the page faults are also be increased. What is the page fault? In the sense, the page that is not currently available in the main memory. And we have previously seen what are the steps that are related when we are going to have a page fault. There are nearly 7 to 8 steps we have to do if a page is not there in the main memory. So all the things, it is a time consumed. So that is the how the effectiveness is very low. When we increase the number of frames while using FIFO, we are giving more memory to the process. So page fault should also decrease, but here the page faults are also increasing. That we call it as an Belladis anomaly. So every frame needs to be taken account of. So every frame has to be considered individually when we are going to talk regarding this first in first out page replacement algorithms. So and the next page replacement algorithm is optimal page replacement algorithm. So what do you mean by an optimal page replacement algorithm? So in first out, what we have seen, which page came first, that has to be removed first. But when it comes with the optimal page replacement algorithm, like if you are going to delete or remove a page from the main memory, we have to check in future if that page is using very recently, or it is being used after some time. So that time we have to see. Suppose for example, here 7 3 1 6 5 7 3, this was the thing. So now I have inserted a 7th frame, now I have inserted a 3rd frame, now I have inserted the first frame. Now 6th I have to insert, and I'll be going to see which frame are using in future. You have to check in future which page. 7th frame is coming after 2 places, and 3rd frame is coming after 3 places. So which is coming last? 3rd frame is coming last. And first frame is not at all present over here, so it is better to replace this first frame. So so now which page will be going to replace? 736. Now 5 I have to replace. We have to check 736 out of 736 which is going to used, which is not going, which is going to be used in the future. In future, which one is going at the using at the last? So seventh frame in the sense we are using immediately. Third frame in the sense we are using a second time. Sixth in the sense we are not at all using. There is no page over here. So replace the sixth page. So 7 3 5. Next seventh we have to keep. Seventh frame is already there, no need to worry. And next one is third frame. Third frame is also there, no need to worry. So in optimal page replacement algorithm, what you have to do is you have to check the reference string in future, for future. Suppose if a page wants to be replaced, so we have to check whether that page we are using in future at what time, very recently we are using or after some time we are using. If that page is using nearby, we shouldn't replace that page. If that page is not using recently and if it is using for the some more time, then we can replace that page. So this is the best type of page replacement algorithm. But what is the drawback is we can't predict the future pages, right? But predicting a future is difficult, so that is practically not possible. So like I don't know which page CPU will ask, so I can't predict the future pages. So that is the reason this optimal page replacement algorithms is not that much particularly used. So see over here, I'll be writing over here. I'll be not going to take the whole example, I'll be taking a little bit in order to show. 7 0 1 2 0 3 0. So this I'll be going to take. Now all the initially all the frames are empty. So initially all the 3 frames are empty. It's fine. So this is the 0th frame, first frame and second frame. All the frames are empty. So first which page came? 7th page came. Next which page? 7 0. Next which page? 7 0 1. Fine. This is the reference string. Now I have to load page 2. I have to load page 2. Suppose 3 0 1 7. This is the string. Fine. Now I have to insert page 2. I have to check 701 out of 701 which page we are using at the last in future. In future you have to check in future which page we are going to use last. 7th page here we are using at the last. 0th page we are using immediately, and first page we are using before 7 only. So out of 701 which page we are using last? 7th page we are using at the last. So which page I have to replace? I have to replace this 7th page. So 201. Now come with 0th page. 0th page is already there, so we need not do anything. So 201 as it is we have to write. Now I have to replace this third page with any of the pages. Which page I have to replace? Second page. In future this page is there? No, second page is not there in future. 0th page is there? Yeah, as soon the 0th page is there. First page we are using? Yeah, first page also we are using. But this second page we are not using in future. So replace this second page with the new string. So 301. So 301, and 0th page we have to, already this 0th page is there, so 301 as it is, and first page is there, so 301 is also as it is. Now we have to make use of 7th page. For in order to replace with the 7th page, we have to check in future when the 7th page, which page is used at the last. So this is the technique behind using the optimal page replacement algorithm. This is also very effective, but we can't predict the future pages. predicting future pages in the sense we can't predict CPU asks for which page, we can't predict the CPU's request or requirement. So that is how this is not practically possible algorithm, but it is an effective algorithm. Predicting future pages is an effective algorithm. This we call it as an optimal page replacement algorithm. Check here, I'll be telling over here. So 7 0 1. Now here the string is full. Now we have to insert the second string. See here, out of 701, which we are 0 we are going to use soon only, and 0 we are using soon, and 1 okay, to some extent we are using, and 7 we are using at the third position. So first priority is 0, second priority is 1, third priority is 7. Which is the last priority? 7th is the last priority. So that's the reason we are removing 7 and we are keeping the second page. Now 201. Now 0th page we have to, already this 0 is there, we need not do anything. Now we have to move for 3. So out of 201, which we are going at the, page we are using at the last? 2 in the sense, so out of 201, here 2 is the first priority, 0 is the first priority, 2 is the second priority, and 1 is the third priority. So third priority we have to replace. So 1 is going to be replaced with 3. And next 4 we have to replace out of 204. So 4 we have to replace. We have to check in future out of 203. 2 in the sense this is the first priority, 0 in the sense second priority, sorry, 2 is the first priority, 3 is the second priority, 0 is the third priority. So third priority is 0. So that's the reason we are replacing 0 with 4. And next, and we have to replace 2 4 3, and next we have to insert 2 page, 2 already there, 3 page, 3 already there, 0 at the page, 0 at the page we have to insert. So out of 203, which page we are using at the last? 3 is the first preference, 2 is the second preference, and 0 is the third preference. So we are replacing third preference. Fine. This is how we'll be going to have the reference string, and we'll be going to allocate frames to the colors, to the particular pages. Here the page with green color is replaced. So replaced pages are indicated with this green color. So here we are replacing this 3 with the 1, and here 2 with the 7. So based on that, we will be going to have the optimal page replacement algorithm. So in optimal page replacement algorithm, what we have to check is, we have to check in future which page is using at the last, which page is having the least priority. So that least priority we have to replace. So what are the advantages and disadvantages? Are advantages, complexity is less and assistance needed is also very low, but the disadvantages, predicting the future pages is very difficult. So it is highly impossible in order to predict the future pages. So error handling is going to be very much high when we are going for this optimal page replacement algorithm. And next one is the least recently used. So least recently used in the sense, it is going to replace the page that has not been used for the longest period of time. Suppose here 6 0 1 7 3 4 2 1, like this it is there. So here we'll be in optimal page replacement algorithm we have, so in optimal what we have seen, optimal we have seen the future in the sense this side we have seen, but when it comes to the least recently used, you have to check the past. We have to check the in past which page is not using. or in past which page is leastly used, that we have to select. So here suppose this is the reference string, so 7 will keep, here 7 0 will keep, and here 7 0 1 we will keep. So now I have to insert 2. Which page we used at the last, which page we use now? 1 is just now used, 0 is before 1. Which page we used at the last? 7th page. So 7th page is going to be replaced. 2 0 1. Now 0 at the page we have to imply 2 is recently used, 1 is before that, and 0 we have to check 3. 0 is recent. Fine. Now 0 in the sense 0 it is already there, we need not go for 2 0 1, we need not go for anything. Now 3 we have to, 3 in the sense you have to check for next 3 places. 0 now only we have used, 2 and 1, so in place of 1 we have to replace this 3, 3 0 2. Next we have to replace 0, 0 is already there, so 2 0 3. And next we have to replace this 4th page, so 0 3 0. So 0 we have been used just now, 3 before that, and 2 we have been used at the last, so 2 is going to be replaced with 4 0 3. Now again we have to insert second page, 4 0 3. So 3 places we only we have to check, so third one, so in third place we have to make 4. And now we have to insert 3. 3 is not there, so 2 4 0. So 0 the place we have to insert. And now 0 3 2 4, in fourth place we have to 0 3 2. Now 3 we have to, 3 is already there, we need not do anything. And now we have to replace 0, 0 is already there, 0 3 2. And 3 means 0 3 2, 2 in the sense already there, we can't do anything. Next we have to insert 1, so 2 3 0, 3 places we have to check, so in place of 0 1 3 2. Now I have to insert 2, so 2 page is already there. And now 0 I have the page, 0 in the sense 2 1 2 already have been used, 3. So in place of 3 we will be going to use 1 0 2 already there. Now 7 1 0 2, in second place we will be going to replace. And 0th page is already there, and 1 page is already there. So this is how we will be going for the least recently used page replacement algorithm. Least recently used in the sense, as we are considering 3 frames, we have to check past 3. So I'll be see here the example. Here 7 7 0, this is for this, and here 7 0 1, 2 I have to replace. So we have to check in future 3 steps, so which we have used last, so 7. So this 7 is replaced with 2. And 0 0 in the sense 0 already there, we need not do anything, 2 0 1. Next I have to replace 3, 3 in the sense we have to check past 3, that means 0 2 1, so first place. So first place we are taking and we are keeping 3. Now 0 in the sense 0 already there, we need not do anything, 2 0 3, it is called as already there, in the sense it is a page hit. Now we have to go with 4, 4 in the sense 3 places, 0 3 0, 0 already been used, now shift 1 2, second page we have to replace with 4. Next fourth second you have to check for 3 places, 4 0 3, third page we have to replace, so third page is replacing by 2. Next one 0 0 in the sense 3 place, 3 2 4, so fourth page we have to replace. So here fourth page we have to replace, and we kept 0. And again 3 in the sense 3 already there, we need not do anything, it is a page head. Next 2 is also there, 0 3 2. And next 1 1 we have to, so we have to check last 3 places, that is 2 3 0. So 0th page we have to replace, 0 is replaced by 1, and next one 2, 2 is already there, 1 3 2. Next one is 0, 0 in the sense 2 1 2 3. So 3 is going to be replaced by 0, and next one is 7, 7 in the sense 1 0 2. In second place we have to replace the 7. So this is how least recently used is going to be done. Here the total number of page faults is equals to 12. Like this we will be going to replace a page in the main memory with the secondary memory page. Which page we have to replace depends on this 3 different algorithms. So what are the advantages is, it is open for full analysis. We replace the page which is least recently used, thus free from Belady's anomaly. In Belady's anomaly, like we will be going to have the frame size increases, the page faults are also increasing, but here we will be going to check the past pages, which page we have been used last, so that we are free from that Belady's anomaly, and easy to choose a page which has faulted and has not been used for the long time. Why? Because here we are not predicting anything and we are seeing the past pages what we have been used. So predicting is very difficult, but what are the pages we have been used, and out of those pages which page we have leastly used, that predicting is very much easy than predicting the future. So that is the one of the advantage of this least recently used algorithm. But the data structures to be implemented is going to be a bit difficult. It is the drawback we will be going to face in this least recently used algorithm, and we need a hardware assistance that which page that we have been used least recently also. So these are the 3 different page replacement algorithms in the in which when we are going to have a page fault. So page fault in the sense the required page is not there in the main memory. So what we have to do is we have to remove one page from the main memory and we have to insert the required page from secondary memory to the main memory. So which page we have to remove from the main memory? So that is going to be decided by page replacement algorithms. And what are the 3 page replacement algorithms we are having? Like first in first out, optimal page replacement, and least recently used. And what are the advantages and disadvantages? Just now we have seen. So this is how the page replacement algorithms are going to be done. So that's all for today's class, and we'll be going to meet with another new topic which is very important in the next session. Thank you all students. Have a great day.